Okay, morning, folks. Welcome to the briefing on Saturday the 7th. If you're anywhere near Lasham, you'll be listening to the rain sort of hammering down outside, as I can hear it in the Brown Elephant. That's caused by let's just come up across us. This is the midnight chart. If we move that a bit further on, it's tracked through across us. And we're in between these trough lines and fronts that have gone over East Anglia by that time, and the next one that's rolling in to the west. So there's a small gap, which is our fingers crossed weather window to go and do some flying today before it starts raining again a little bit later. So the TAFs are suggesting Farnborough 168 knots. It's almost still out there. There's hardly any movement at all. It's light southwesterly at the moment. Scattered at 4,000 feet, which is what I think we'll get maybe in about an hour's time. Then tempo showers and rain at various times. As you can see, they're hedging their bets with 3 different tempo forecasts. But sometime mid-morning, it's going to pick up to 210 degrees, 15 gusting 25. And then I think really from sort of midday, 1 o'clock onwards, we're going to get the next batch of rain, which is going to give us the 3,500 meters, showers, rain, thunderstorms. But as you'll see in a second, small weather window. The upper winds down in the channel, 30 knots, centre of the country, 15 knots, so probably 25 knots over us at flying heights generally. And the sat pic shows this little weather window here. Now this is the bright stuff here that's going through us at the moment. Fairly heavy rain on that. And there's more rain here. It's about Exeter at the moment. So in this gap, I think it'll become flyable, breezy, but a sort of weather window for maybe 3 hours at best before we get the rain out to the west. And you can see that amassing here. So here's our slot. We'll see if we can go and make the most of it. Feels going to be fairly damp because of this stuff here. There was sat on it early this morning. And Top Meteo was suggesting the same sort of thing. Small gap here. And then as the day goes on, the rain stops at Lasham. That's 11 o'clock local time. Couple of hour window, but by sort of 1, 2 o'clock, the next band is near us. And that's a little bit solid for a few hours with thunderstorms in there. And I suspect it won't clear till late this evening. So small window there, folks, for flying. It's whistling through fairly quickly because the upper winds are fairly strong. So hopefully we'll be able to get out there with a couple of K21s and go and do something. If we do go out, it's more than likely going to be on runway 23. And airspace wise, there's very little locally to us. There's an air display for an hour between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock local time at Hermitage, which is Newbury area. And that's really about it. Fairly quiet airspace wise. You might find people are out flying in that gap, but I doubt it, to be honest. Most people looked at the weather forecast today and thought not much chance. So I suspect we'll be trying to minimize the gliders on the grass. It'll more than likely be operating some kind of runway operation, which we'll decide when we get out there, if we get out there today, folks. So hopefully see you at Lasham a little bit later.